Hi students, welcome back. Now let's go through the remaining portions of the chapter. Rocks roll down, crack and hit each other and are broken down into small fragments. These smaller particles are called sediments. These sediments are transported and deposited by wind, water, etc. These loose sediments are compressed and hardened to form layers of rocks. These types of rocks are called sedimentary rocks. For example, sandstone is made from grains of sand. These rocks may also contain fossils of plant, animals and other microorganisms that once lived on them. So these rocks will roll down, crack and hit each other to form small fragments after breaking down. So these smaller particles are called sediments. So here comes a question. What do you mean by sediments? Rocks roll down, crack and hit each other and are broken down into small fragments. These smaller particles are called sediments. Okay. Then these sediments are transported and deposited by the means of wind, water, etc. These sediments will then compress and harden to form layers of rocks. These type of rocks are called sedimentary rock. So here comes another question. What do you mean by sedimentary rock? The answer is the loose sediments are compressed and hardened to form layers of rocks. These types of rocks are called sedimentary rocks. For example, sandstone. Okay, and these rocks also contain the fossils of plants and animals, and also some microorganisms will be there. So, here comes the word fossils. What do you mean by fossils? The remains of dead plants and animals trapped in the layers of rocks are called fossils. So here comes a question. What do you mean by fossils? The remains of dead plants and animals trapped in the layers of rocks are called fossils. Okay. Word origin. Igneous. Latin word ignis meaning fire. Sedimentary. Latin word sedimentum meaning settle down. Metamorphic. Greek word metamorphos meaning change of form. So here they are given the origin of each words and their meanings. Igneous means it comes from a Latin word ignis and means fire. Sedimentary from the Latin word sedimentum meaning settle down. And the metamorphic, which is a Greek word metamorphos meaning change of form. Okay. Igneous and sedimentary rocks can change into metamorphic rocks under great heat and pressure. For example, clay changes into slate and limestone into marble. So, these igneous and sedimentary rocks will change to metamorphic rock under heat and pressure. Okay, so these igneous and sedimentary rocks which get changed into metamorphic rock by great heat and pressure. Okay, for example, clay changes into slate and limestone into marble. So here they are given example, the clay into slate and limestone into marble. These are the two examples of metamorphic rocks. Rocks are very useful to us. The hard rocks are used for making roads, houses and buildings. So these rocks are very useful for us, and we use these rocks to make roads, houses and buildings. You use stones in many games. For example, 7 stones, hopscotch, 5 stones. Find out some more such games by asking your grandparents, parents, neighbors, etc. So similarly, we also use these rocks, these stones to play games. A number of games are there. Okay. So these rocks are very useful. We use these hard rocks to make roads, houses and buildings, and these stones to play many games. You will be surprised to know that one type of rock changes to another type under certain conditions in a cyclic manner. This process of transformation of the rock from one to another is known as the rock cycle. So, one type of rock will change into another type, and this is a continuous process. This is a cyclic manner. Okay, so this transformation of one rock to another form is known as rock cycle. Okay, so here comes a question. What do you mean by rock cycle? The process of transformation of the rock from one to another is known as rock cycle. So, these rocks will change from one type to another type, and this occurs in a cyclic manner. That means this process occurs continuously. Therefore, it is known as rock cycle. You have already learned when the molten magma cools, it solidifies to become igneous rock. These igneous rocks are broken down into smaller particles that are transported and deposited to form sedimentary rocks. When the igneous and sedimentary rocks are subjected to heat and pressure, they change into metamorphic rocks. The metamorphic rocks, which are still under great heat and pressure, melt down to form molten magma. This molten magma again can cool down and solidify into igneous rocks. So, as they are given in the figure, this is the rock cycle. Here the molten magma, it will first solidifies into igneous rocks. So, the molten magma, it will solidifies into igneous rocks. And these igneous rocks will be broken down to smaller particles which are known as sediments. And these sediments will deposit to form sedimentary rock. And under heat and pressure, the sedimentary rock as well as these igneous rock will be transformed into metamorphic rock. And even in higher heat and pressure, these metamorphic rocks will melt and will form the molten magma. Okay, so this is a cyclic process, and again this molten magma can cool and solidify into igneous rock. Okay, so this is the cycle. Only you have to study this diagram, then you can write down the answer your own. Okay, there's nothing to by heart in this portion. By looking into this diagram itself, we can understand the process of rock cycle. Okay, molten magma will solidify into igneous rocks. Igneous rock will broken down into sediments, and when these sediments deposit there, sedimentary rock will be formed. And under heat and pressure, both the sedimentary rock and igneous rock will form metamorphic rock. And under more heat and pressure, this metamorphic rock will melt to form molten magma. Okay, and this process continues. Rocks are made up of different minerals. Minerals are naturally occurring substances which have certain physical properties and a definite chemical composition. Minerals are very important to humankind. Some are used as fuels. For example, coal, natural gas and petroleum. They are also used in industries. Iron, aluminium, gold, uranium, etc. in medicine, in fertilizers, etc. So, these rocks are made up of minerals. These minerals are a naturally occurring substance. Okay, so these rocks are made up of minerals, and these minerals are naturally occurring substances. And these minerals have particular physical properties as well as they will be having a definite chemical composition. And these minerals are of different uses. They can be used as fuels such as these coal, natural gas, petroleum, etc. And similarly, it can also be used in industries like iron, aluminium, gold, uranium. In case of medicine and fertilizers also, these minerals can be used. So these minerals uses are, they can be used as fuels, they can be used in industries for medicines and also even for fertilizers. Okay, so define the uses of minerals. A question can be asked like this. Okay, so here ends our chapter. If you have any doubts, you can comment it in the comment box below. And also if you want the Malayalam explanation of this chapter, you can comment it also. Okay, thank you. See you soon with a new chapter.